Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Microphone check.
Check, 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 check. Okay. Brandon and Jesse.
So I just want to get the name of this event is not in my notes actually. This is Fall Face-Off Championship. Fall Face-Off.
Right.
All right. Do you want me to get this started, Brandon, or do you want it?
Start. How does it start? Welcome everyone to the USDRA Fall Face-Off Finals. I'm Brandon Johnson. I'm here with Jesse Perkins. Jesse, how you doing?
Very good. So excited to be here. This is the Fall Face-Off Championship. So we've got teams from all over the country that have been fighting for the last month to get to this championship race. We're going to get ready to move into a format discussion in just a minute. But yeah, couldn't be more excited to be here. Thanks for the introduction. And for everybody watching at home who doesn't know the format of this final championship race for the Fall Face-Off, let's get into that, Brandon.
Let's do it, man. So we started with a pool of 24 pilots, and they've whittled it all the way down to our top 6 here. And let's see. All these pilots are basically from Fresno, California.
Yeah, the top 2 teams, CDC1 and CDC2, that we're going to see going head-to-head in just a minute. They've got 3 pilots each. And yeah, they both happen to be from Fresno, which I think is amazing. Let's take just a second and talk about the USDRA itself, if that's all right. For those of you that don't know, the USDRA is the official national FPV drone racing league for students. It gives students a chance to learn, train, and compete in organized drone racing events. They go through the FPV Initiator Program first, and once you've graduated from that, if you come from a school that has an association with Drone Legends, correct me if I'm wrong, Brandon, and then from there, once you finish the FPV Initiator Program, you can now go into the USDRA, where all 24 of these pilots that have been whittled down to 6 pilots came from here in this competition today.
Right. And it's not just about racing. You know, this is about learning real world tech, teamwork, aviation skills, all this kind of stuff comes into play here with this FPV Initiator Program.
That is awesome. Yeah, big ups to the entire program, and in anything that is inspiring new people to get into flight and competitive flight, learn mastery of flight, tiny flight, and experience what it's like to will your way through the air. I mean, I'm on a lifelong mission to spread the gift of flight, and I love that this entire project has inspired more people, not just to get involved in learning the gift of flight, but now competing on a high level like these 2 teams here today. And I'd love to take a minute to just introduce them, starting with the team that is the top seed coming into the finals, Team CDC1. Their pilots are Marshall, Virtuoso, and Ike Kim 2008. These guys have extremely fast times on the overall leaderboard, Marshall being the #1 pilot in the entire league. And he is the kind of pilot, we've seen this happen in other drone racing events in the past, but he's just way ahead. He's showing on our time leaderboard here, we're showing over 15 seconds gap between first and second place within his team. But we've got Marshall, the TQ, Virtuoso, and Ike Kim. That makes up Team CDC1. But let's not forget about the underdog in this competition, who consistently improves throughout each round when they're competing live. Team CDC2 is the challenger facing Team CDC1. They're both from Fresno. They're local rivals. They all know each other, and they all have very competitive overall times on the leaderboard. And I'm talking about Chris Martinez, Matt, I'm just going to go with C-Shirt, and Rules Reach Fan, the 3 pilots that make up Team CDC2. We're going to be bringing them to the skies here in just a minute.
Yeah, they just might shock everyone tonight. You don't know.
I want to see it happen. I mean, they've got the potential to surprise everyone tonight. And according to my notes, that as they're going through the rounds of these live races, they tend to make consistent improvement. And that is so clutch. And when I look at these competitions, what I tend to see is consistency being incredibly important. And what that means is when the pressure hits, I want to know which one of these 2 teams has the pilots that can take that pressure and still perform when they're on the stage as they are today.
Right. Yeah. Well, should we get into it, or we have all these pilots here now?
Are these
Got it. Ooh. If you're in there, you should be able to cycle through the pilots. Oh, well, because we have it on the racing scene, I think, right now. So it's going to show. Oh, Jesse isn't in the stream. Jack, Jesse isn't in the stream, I don't think. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, I'm spectating. I can see the player. I can cycle. I use the right button on my mouse, and you can kind of go around wherever you want.
Thanks.
Hold down the right button.
Okay, got it.
I don't know how to change the angle. Oh, you just go up wherever your cursor goes. It'll go to.
All right. And how many laps are we looking at?
So it's an oval. It's an oval race, and they're those reflections on the ground. Okay, they're not double gates.
Somebody's going backwards. Marshall's just going backwards on the course.
Will we be live?
All right, here we go. Getting ready to start race number 1 of 5. And for those of you that don't know, this is going to be the top. This is the best out of 5. We're going to average the scores of each pilot on each team and declare a team winner for each heat. Starting with this one right now, let's bring CDC 1 and CDC 2 to the course right now for heat number 1.
All right, this is exciting. Here we go.
There they go. Now making their way to that slalom section early in lap number 1.
Oh, virtuoso going, yes.
Excuse me. My free cam flew down through the floor. I'm coming back to life now.
Oh man, they're really going at it, aren't they? Here we go.
Seem to have an error with my free cam. Pardon me. Tell me what you're seeing.
Well, I'm seeing these guys just flying around all over this track. I'm not sure if they're still in practice mode or not. Looks like they're hitting the gates proper. Yeah, there we go, through the slaloms. Got some tight racing here. They're all kind of grouped up together.
I see that. Virtuoso, Marshall, Chris, and Matt all flying together. Now starting to catch up with Ike Kim. But I do have an error with my free cam. I'm sorry, I'm not able to see this race clearly. Forgive me, guys. I believe my gates are offset from my visuals here. because I'm not showing anybody like flying on the course. So pardon me. Well, we got a time on the board for Marshall
Ike Kim
and Ike Kim.
Right.
There it is. Virtuoso now crossing over also. So I'm showing times for all three pilots on CDC 1.
Yeah, CDC 2 is coming in.
There we go.
Chris Martinez putting down some times, and Matt. And ruler's coming up right now. This is just getting their thumbs warmed up, really.
First heat, worst heat. I mean, that's how it is with me. I need the warm up. I need to shake the nerves out.
Yeah.
I'm watching Ike Kim doing some hot dogging after coming in first on this heat.
I tell you what, man, you could be as prepared as you want in your head, and then once you actually get into this real race situation, it's a whole different beast.
Yeah, that's the truth. And that's also the one thing you can't really practice is how it feels when you're actually at the championship race. Finals is finals, and just can't. It's not something you can practice for. You just have to have the experience, and that's what these guys are getting today. So heat number 1 is going to go to CDC 1. So again, we're racing best out of 5. CDC 1 nails heat number 1, 1, 2, and 3 for CDC 1, and 4, 5, and 6 for CDC 2. Looks like here is your final, your final result. CDC 1 wins the heat. MVP going to Ike Kim, 2008, bringing in hot lap 153.719. I love that they go to a 1,000th of a second around here. It's
Right?
happened in every sim, in every competition. Once in a while, two pilots crossing over on the same 100th of a second. That third digit can be so important.
It really can. You just never know. Yeah, so let's talk about these schools. This school that they go to is, I believe it's called CART, Center for Advanced Research and Technology. It's a very prestigious, top-of-the-line school here in Fresno.
I mean, it speaks volumes that they're involved in this program to the point where, like, they've got these students interested in drone racing. I love that. Any school that does that, you're on my good side. But not just that, they've also got 2 champion teams local right here for the CDC 1 and 2 now meeting in the finals championship.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of school I wish can you imagine if we got to go to schools where you fly drones?
That would have been incredible.
I would have loved that, and that would have been really inspiring for me. I didn't find drone racing until I was well into my 30s, but I'm being told that we've got the next group, the same group of pilots gridded up for heat number 2. We're once again going for the best of 5. Let's jump over to the racing scene and watch heat number 2 together.
Yes.
I'm not seeing it.
I have nothing here. I'm unable to see. Let me see if I can fix this. Shoot.
Yeah, in the sim, I appear to be stuck in the lobby. I'm so sorry.
Let's see. I'm going to refresh, hit the lobby. Yeah, it's only letting us into the lobby, not to the race itself. All right, Marshall, go on. Okay.
Is your voice live, or could we just hear it? All right, so I'm being told Marshall out in first right now. Remember, he's your top seed, and he should have a fair margin in front of everybody else in this competition. What else have we? I've got the guys in the truck talking in my ear, telling me what's going on while we're riding blind here. Talk to me, Jack. CDC 1 looking like a strong first place here in heat number 2. Looks looks like Reacher's Fran coming around to finish lap 2. All right, Marshall brings in 1:26. Excellent. I'm curious if Marshall just had a really rough first round. Must have been a lot of nerves because
Yeah.
a really uncharacteristic time for Marshall, but didn't need to do much better and had the breathing room to shake those nerves out and heat number 1, still take the win.
Yeah, it's still plenty of time for both these teams. So that's all right. Ikme here with 1:45. Maddie Ship, 1:52. And Chris Martinez with 1:54. Virtuosa with 2 minutes, 8 seconds.
I'm really curious how that round
we go.
ended up shaking out in terms of pilot scoring overall. And I'm waiting for the official results to come in right now. I want to make sure this is solid. I believe that means that heat number 2 will also go to CDC 1, which puts us in a sudden death situation, if I'm not mistaken. But I want to get confirmed results from the guys in the truck. What have you got for me, Jack? No problem. No problem. So we're going to just wait for those official results on heat number 2. Tentatively, I'm pretty confident saying CDC 1 was able to take down heat number 2, which means they've already got 2 wins in a best out of 5. That means they're only going to need 1 more to clinch this. Can Matt, Chris, and Rulers Reach come back and just nail one of these finals races? I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm rooting for them. No offense to Virtuoso, Ike, Cameron, Marshall. Obviously, I'm fans of you guys. Marshall, I bow down. I know you're the number 1. But I just want I want to take it to a 4th round rather than the old 3 up, 3 down. When you're going best out of 5, I want to see CDC 2 take one of these heats home. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, official results are in. CDC 1 did take heat number 2. That means if they do this one more time, they are your fall final champions. Excuse me, fall face-off champions. So we've got a pretty much oval track here, and that's a wonderful beginner track. There is, of course, the slalom section, and that's going to set these guys back a little bit. Even at the bigger races that I go to, when you look at the slalom section, you see some people that carve wide, some people that don't predict that third carve, that third turn, that third gate. But to me, that's the section that I see in this course really separating pilots, because any of these guys could fly extremely consistent. And by the way, that's what CDC 1 is said to be known for. But consistency and a simple course, especially in the face of your nerves, is kind of the way you want to play it. Especially, you're here at the finals race right now. If you're on Team CDC 2, you're not in a great position. You're staring at sudden death. Marshall is chomping at the bit to go into heat number 3 and lead his team to a fall face-off victory. But these guys have to have that section to. So my advice to CDC 2, and I'm not saying I have any right to give advice to the champions at CDC 2, but I want to see hardcore consistency from those guys. The errors make a massive difference in these races. And if you can fly smooth and consistent, you might be surprised how well that serves you. It happened to me at the very first multi-GP nationals. I actually seeded 2nd place in mini quad racing. Can you believe that? I seeded 2nd only because I was consistent. So, so that's my advice to CDC 2. I think it's important, and I hope regardless, these guys have a great what could be final race. Hold on, you guys. I'm getting something from the guys in the truck. This is really important news that could really upset this competition. There has been a slight technical error on the back end showing a wash for heat number 2, resulting in a mandatory rerun. So that means that we are no longer in sudden death. We are looking at a rerun for race number 2. And I'm going to be ready for that in just a moment here.
I still have you guys?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, there you are.
I'm still at the, I don't have a button anymore on my sim. I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
All right, here we go.
Here we are. It's a re-race of heat number 2. So tension's on. Are we ready to send these guys, Brandon?
Yeah, let's send them, see what they got.
So we'll launch here in 5 seconds. And remember, CDC1 has a win under their belt at this stage.
And they're off.
There they go. Aiki Kim to an early lead, getting followed by second place Marshall. Those guys are both, there's Marshall making the pass now into the number 1 spot. He's got a lot of action right now. Yeah. Several errors as Chris, Aiki Kim, Marshall, and Matt all flying together. Rulers Reach and Virtuoso bringing up the back. Marshall
man.
into the number 2 spot, chasing down Aiki Kim right now. If all of our gates are lining up nicely, it looks like 1 and 2 still currently in CDC 1. So looking really strong for CDC 1, one of our 2 Fresno teams.
Yeah, they're going at it, man. Neck and neck here.
Yeah,
Marshall and
2
Ike.
teammates. They practice together. They're on the same team, and now they fly together in one of the championship races. Marshall and Aiki Kim side by side.
Cool.
So third place, currently Chris Martinez getting chased down by Virtuoso, and not a huge gap between them. As I'm watching, they're on the back half of the course, lap number 2.
Oh, Ruler's Reach, though, coming up from nowhere. Looks like he's up there with Ike Kim and Marshall.
They could be lap traffic right
is
there,
it lap?
actually.
Oh, I see.
Now I see Aiki Kim turning back, opens up the gate for Marshall. He's really moving along nicely now. And there it is. Marshall and Aiki Kim both cross over 1 and 2. And it's going to take a miracle now for CDC 2 right here in lap number 2. All right, so they get 3 and 4. So I'm really curious how this shakes out. There's 5th place goes to CDC 1. Virtuoso brings it in with a 150.4. And now we just wait for just another moment for Ruler's Reach to finish up. But if I'm not mistaken, my math is showing me that that round will indeed go to CDC 1, who took down 1st place with Marshall, a 124, and 2nd place Aiki Kim in front of Matt, who was, of course, CDC 2, finishes just about 10 seconds behind Aiki Kim. So a strong finish there, but not what CDC 2 was hoping to see in round number 2 in this best of 5. So,
yeah, but there was quite a bit of improvement in flying on both teams there. So that was
I agree.
great.
I agree,
Yeah.
but have a look at these times. I mean, Marshall, what we've seen from Marshall right now is wild variance in time. We know Marshall's capable of doing this course in under 50 seconds. The first round he came out, did a 140. Now he brings in a 124.25. So we're not just seeing improvement from CDC 2. It's looking like even the top of the charts, Marshall, is knocking 20 seconds off per heat. And because we know of his top qualifying time being at 47, sub 50 seconds, and he's the only one in the entire league under 1 minute, we know he's got the capability to jump really far forward. And we would love to see a display of that level of greatness, Marshall. Come on. I'm rooting for you now, even though it's sudden death for CDC 2, who, once again, I ultimately am dying for you guys to take one of these heats, knock us to a 4th round. Other than that, it's looking like a potential 3 up, 3 down for CDC 1.
It is looking that way. You're right, Jesse. Well, are we getting these guys lined back up? Ready to go?
All right, sudden death in the finals. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what could be the last race of Fall Face-Off Finals, part of the USDRA Fall Face-Off. You know, this has been a long time coming for these 6 pilots, and it could, depending on the performance of CDC 1, it could come down to this moment. I obviously have become a fan of CDC 1, but we want CDC 2 to take us to a 4th round. So come on, CDC 2. I'm talking to you, Matt, Chris, and Ruler's Reach. Make it happen. Shake and bake. This is your last chance to dance, and we need a win to push this to a 4th round. I'm counting on you guys. It's time to go now or never. I don't know how you're going to balance the drive for consistency, but you also probably need to push past your skill level this heat. I wish you guys the best. Let's send them off. The countdown begins.
Oh, this is exciting. I can't wait to see what happens here. And they've been putting in work all month. Let's do it.
Here we go, sending him off once again. Hole shot Ike Kim, but an early error knocks him back for just a moment to fourth place. Now working his way up. He's riding third place, right in front of Chris Martinez, and now trying to cross farther up to reach up towards Marshall, riding in the one spot. Here's your current standings. Marshall in first place, Matt in second, Chris in third, Ike Kim all the way back in fourth place and needing to make a move. That was lap number 1 in the books, and not a whole lot of racing left for these guys. Marshall, let's see.
Marshall way out front.
Marshall way out in front, already starting to look at lap traffic. Ike Kim has made up some ground, and that could be exactly what CDC 1 needs.
Yeah. Chris is hot on his tail, though. Here we go.
Come on, Chris. So CDC 2 chomping at the bit to make the pass in front of Ike Kim. At this point, they're going to be counting on a little bit of an error from first place Marshall.
There he is. Chris taking the pass.
Nicely done in one of the final races. A very clutch pass into second place. We've also got a battle between Virtuoso and Matt, who Matt just turns back and has to fall a little bit farther back behind Virtuoso. Marshall really running away with this one. There's a big improvement on his time again, down to a 1:18. So shaves off another 6 seconds every single heat, knocking off those seconds. And Ike Kim brings in a solid second place, 1 minute, 25 seconds, 0.8. And that, we're going to wait for official results. Look, there's Chris Martinez, a characteristic third place right behind, and Virtuoso locking in fourth place. I'm not a math major, but that could be enough to lock it in for CDC 1. And I want to unofficially call them out as the USDRA Fall Face-Off champions. I got to wait for official results from the guys in the truck.
Yeah.
But awesome racing. We're bringing Matt across the line. It'll be just a moment to bring across Ruler's Reach, currently riding that last lap on the course here for the competition as CDC 2 from Fresno, California takes it 3 up, 3 down, back to back wins. And that's how you get a fall face-off championship. Nicely done, pilots.
Some great racing going on there. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and congratulations to everybody here for getting involved and being able to race on this level. We know that you guys have CDC 1 and CDC 2. You've reached the end of this long road here in the fall face-off tournament. Congratulations for all the races that you've won or lost to get to this point, and for participating at all. My hat's off to you, and I just really appreciate you guys. Beautiful racing, and I mean, have we? Is this? Oh, we got the official results. There it is. CDC 1. Congratulations. Oh, face-off champions. Bravo, pilots. That's Marshall, Ike Kim 2008, and Virtuoso. Woo. Virtuoso.
Well, man, I can't wait to see what next year is going to look like.
Yeah, man, I want to see the next one. I mean, do you remember when you were getting into competing, Brandon? What it was like?
Oh yeah, it was nerve-wracking. Let me tell you. And it's just a lot of
there's a lot of moving parts. At this point, these pilots are used to the sim and the competition and all the little quirks that come with that. We all are.
Sure.
But being on the block at finals and performing when you get the shot. So I couldn't be happier for these guys. And, that goes for all 6 of you. To make it to the top of the class like this is an accomplishment.
It is. It's a big deal.
Bravo to you. And I can't wait for the next one for the USDRA championship races that are happening occasionally. I'm going to see if I can get information on when the next one is, just in case we've got fans in the chat that want to know. Oh, looks like we could probably, we've got dates happening in the chat. So there it is. Fans of drone racing, have a look at the live chat here on the YouTube channel. And while you're here on the Drone Legends YouTube channel, why not subscribe, hit the like button, and support us in that way as well. Should we close it out?
Yeah, I say we close it out. That sounds good to me. Thanks, Jesse, for being here, man. Have a great night.
My pleasure. I'm the world's biggest fan of drone racing. It's always fun to watch another format, and cool to see team racing come to another finals, and for CDC 1 to take the championship. Once again, pilots, congratulations. And Brandon, Winston FPV, thanks for joining me. I love hanging out with you, and this is an awesome excuse.
Sure.
Let's do this again.
Yes, sir.